Atheer, Al-Rubaye, then Ariel, Aguirre, and the Jochen, Seitz. Okay, the title is Enabling Soft Vertical Handover for MIP version 6 in OMNeT++. And here is the speaker, Atheer, Al-Rubaye. And could you please introduce first before starting?
Hello everyone, and welcome to my presentation, which is enabling soft vertical handover for the MIPv6 module in the OMNeT. My name is Atheer Al-Rubaye. I'm from Technische Universität Ilmenau from Germany. And as the title states, it's about adding the functionality of soft handover to the MIPv6 in INET. So first I will start with some motivation and a goal, challenges, simple description about the MIPv6. Then I'll go through the management and modification functionalities that we have added at the link layer and the network layer to enable soft switching. I will present also some simulation results and conclude the work at the end. So what motivates the work is that we are living in an environment that is heterogeneous in its nature. So I may have a wireless LAN Wi-Fi connection at home, then go through the city. I may want to switch to whatever cellular network that is available and switch back to the Wi-Fi maybe at the office. And in the meanwhile, I may have a real-time application or whatever application that is running there, and I wish to have it continuously running without any breaks. So the goal is to have a seamless and soft handover based on the concept of make before break. That means make the new connection before breaking the old connection. So many challenges here. We can think of gathering information, decision making for the handover process, but we are more interested here in the management of interfaces. How do we deal with the multiple interfaces that are available at the link layer? And how do we manage the address resolution? We deal here with the MIPv6 model of the INET, so we are interested in the last 2 points. So basically, as we know, in MIPv6 there is home address as a fixed ID for the mobile node. It is also reachable through the care of address when it roams to another network. There is always the home agent as the anchor point, and it should be always notified through binding updates about any new handover. So the task now is how to manage availability of multiple interfaces, which is not yet implemented in the MIPv6, and how we test this with some more sophisticated mobility models. So about managing multiple interfaces, we have added a module that we call it VHO controller. This is a simple module inside a more compound module that we call it IP Core Manager. In fact, IP Core Manager is more related to another mobility solution other than the MIPv6. But nevertheless, we could also connect it and add this functionality to the MIPv6 model. So the idea is that each interface should have always some higher management entity or model. For example, the agent model in the 802.11. So whatever this agent or this management model who is responsible of, giving the okay to associate to that specific network, this higher model should always refer to the controller, ask for permission to connect. So he sends a primitive message and will receive a primitive message as an answer, either yes to connect or no to stop. The decision model decided something else. So the idea is that we switch to the second interface only if it is the decision is okay, go for that network. It is associated, it is configured, so it's ready to handle the traffic. Then at that moment, we switch interface, we switch traffic to this interface and disconnect the old interface. We simply release the old one. This VHO controller also maintains a structure for interfaces attributes. Mainly, we implement 3. One, we call it a previous interface, has information about the previously connected interface, current active interface, and a third that we call it a candidate interface. That is a network under negotiation of the model responsible of the decision making. So this is also related to the modification that we have added to the X MIPv6. So the VHO controller is also responsible of updating the routing table when handover is performed, so that the X MIPv6 can ask for the correct currently active interface from the VHO controller. Once this identified, then it can fetch further information to create the binding update message and send it through the correct interface that is currently connected. We carried out this simulation, which is more similar to the one implemented in the INET, the example implemented in the INET. So one home network and one foreign network. A mobile node is moving in between, once with implementing hard handover once, and again with soft handover. We used Proctor mobility module with several constant speeds, tested video and VoIP. For the hard handover, we implemented one interface. For the soft, 2 interfaces. Each one is configured to connect only to one of the networks, so we will have actual data offloading from one interface to the other interface. We always had 10 handovers, and from this we can see that, as expected, soft handover implements much better than hard handover. This is the case of the video stream, and this is the case for the VoIP. With higher speeds, here we have also some lost packets in the soft case, because in VoIP, late arrived packets sometimes are also considered lost packets. So we can see this also in soft handover, however, still better than the hard case. One more measurement of VoIP is the mean opinion score. So with higher mobility speed values, we also have some drop back in the mean opinion score, very high in the hard handover, but it is less and better in the soft case. So yes, this is an enhancement that we have added to enable the soft handover. We carried modifications only to the MIPv6 model inside the mobile node, nothing to do with the home agent or the corresponding node. What we're looking for is to use more sophisticated scenarios. Battery life is a consideration because the assumption of this vertical handover controller, it assumes that all interfaces are active at the same time. Other significant contributions may be the implementation of hierarchical proxy versions of MIPv6 to the X MIPv6 model. Yeah, thank you. Any questions?
So stranger to be obviously we are back on schedule. So 5 minutes and then maybe a couple of questions, please.
Can you go back on the slide with the opinion score? Yes.
Yep.
Didn't really catch it. What is this mean opinion score?
This is a scale of how good your VoIP communication was. And it is from 1 to 5.
Like quality of
Yes,
of voice
yes,
or-
exactly. It is a scale from 1 to 5. 5 is the best, 1 is the worst.
So this is chosen by the user, or is there some algorithm behind it, some comparing of like input data, output data?
This is an algorithm implemented in INET, and it calculates how many packets have been sent and how many packets that have been considered as correctly received in time packets. Yeah.
Actually, I also have personal comment on this because the mean opinion score is a very well accepted terminology in the community, and the original meaning of the mean opinion score is a subjective test with the real people. But you just mentioned that the mean opinion score is already implemented inside INET. That means I think maybe we do not follow the original definition or meaning of the mean opinion score. I also very wonder because you actually to bring all the peoples and actually test with real people. So in reality, mean opinion score
Is an
definitely
opinion.
the must,
Yeah.
but it's very, very difficult to carry out.
Yeah.
Just come
Actually,
That's good.
there is a model that converts from the actual measurements with people of the mean opinion score to the kind of model of the mean opinion score. If I recall correctly, this the mean opinion score that is modeled in INET uses both delay of packets and packet loss altogether, and there's also the concept of a delay out buffer. So it also includes GitHub within the audit measurement. I remember that model comes from a paper, but I have to check if you.
definitely understand your point, but even in such a case, maybe those people need to use a different terminology, otherwise there may be huge confusion. Because MIS is quite well accepted in standard bodies. So whenever someone says, oh, okay, this is MIS, and this is a final evaluation with the real people. So there's lots of alternatives using just computer model, whatever, but the MIS is very well accepted terminology. Okay, any further question? Okay, give the speakers one
Jeff, before the next presenter will prepare himself or herself,